Hey guys, StandardVR here with a little bit of a discussion video today about Mega Dimensions, the Pokemon Legends ZA DLC. If you are a shiny hunter or are just looking to farm more items in the DLC, this is definitely a video to watch. There are some decent infographics near the end that you definitely want to screenshot and share with your friends. And if you enjoy the informative videos, let me know in the comments, drop a sub, drop a like, and let me know what kind of content you want to see. We are going to talk specifically today about Ancha's Donut Shop and some of the berries that you might want to use if you are looking to kind of, collect more Pokemon, collect more items, play the game the way it's meant to play. So, as you all know, when the side quest opens up, Ancha opens a donut shop. Those donuts are used and you get special powers in the Hyperspace Lumiose areas. You basically get different abilities from the flavors. Now, as those of us who have played, you know there are new items in Hyperspace Lumiose that can be found that are Hyperspace berries. These berries are pivotal to collecting to really extend your time and your abilities in Hyperspace Lumiose. Each one comes with a different flavor profile, and those flavors can unlock different abilities to give boosts to your Pokemon or your trainer during your excursions into Hyperspace Lumiose. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. Now, be warned that the flavor abilities are a little bit RNG based, and the berries that I mentioned do just boost your odds of getting said flavor abilities. So let's talk about what flavors give what kind of abilities first. So we have this really cool infograph, which is flavor effects. So your spicy berries, those increase your skill power and your attack power. This is going to give boosts to your Pokemon's moves, speed, attack, and special attack. If you feel like you're just not hitting hard enough, then you should consider some spicy donuts. You know what I mean? All the Mons over in Hyperspace Lumiose are over level 100, so you're definitely going to be hitting a little bit harder. But if you're more of a collector, maybe you want to look into more of your sour flavored donuts. These are going to increase your item collection efficiency. This is going to give you your big haul power, which is going to give you more items in those giant floating Pokeballs, your item power, your mega power charging, and your mega power conservation. So if you feel like your mega evolutions aren't lasting long enough, or you're not getting the charge fast enough when you're going against these big, super over leveled bosses in Hyperspace Lumiose, then some sour donuts might be the way to go. Now, if you're looking to increase your capture and encounter rates, you'll want some fresh donuts. This increases your encounter power and your capture power. If you are trying to truly be Ash Ketchum and catch them all, you'll want to look into some fresh donuts. This is going to increase spawns. This is going to make it easier for your Pokeballs to actually work, so you're not just throwing Pokeballs at the Pokemon. They just keep popping up, and it just, you get frustrated. So you want to look into some fresh donuts. Next up, we have the bitter donuts. These are your mustard flavored donuts, to be honest. This increases your resistance power, your defense, and your speed def. This reduces damage and increases durability while you're taking on those over-leveled bosses in Hyperspace Lumiose. You're gonna want to be able to tank some hits. So if you're running some glass cannons, maybe you should do some bitter donuts. And give them a little bit of a boost to their survivability. Now, the big one for collectors. I'm not too big of a shiny hunter myself, but if you are a shiny hunter, you are definitely going to want to look into sweet donuts. This increases your odds for the sparkling power, the alpha power, the humongo power, and the teensy power. These are for those trainers who want to carefully select the sizes and colors of their Pokemon. If you are a hunter of the little bitty tiny Pokemon that hide in the bushes on the ranked ladder, definitely going to want some sweet donuts. You're going to get those Pokemon as small as possible. If you're a trainer who likes to flex the huge alpha Pokemon, the Scizors that are twice the size of a normal man, you're going to want the sweet donuts. If you want your differently colored Pokemon, your shiny Pokemon, if you are a shiny hunter and you love to flex that on the ranked ladder, sweet donuts are the way to go. Speaking of which, I have a quick infograph on some berries that you're going to want to look for your sweet donuts. And again, these sweet donuts are going to give you the best chances for getting those sparkling power level 3s, those alpha power level 3s. The ones that give you the sweetest donuts are your Hyper Haban, Hyper Tanga, Hyper Aka, Hyper Shopple, and Hyper Pecha. So an interesting thing though is that I put these in order from greatest to least sweet, with Haban, Tanga, Aka, Chopple, Pecha respectively. Haban being, actually, to be honest, the Tonga berry is the sweetest berry, but I like using Haban because Haban also has that little bit of a fresh flavor profile to it. So it also can increase the odds getting that encounter power. So if you're really hunting for your shiny Pokemon, your alpha Pokemon, you want that sparkling power paired with the encounter power, which is why I suggest using Haban berries, especially once you get up to being able to use 8 berries at a time. Definitely throw as many Habans in there as you can, because you want the shiny rate to go up and you also want the encounter rate to go up. You can't find shinies and alphas if the Pokemon aren't spawning in Hyperspace Lumiose. So that's why the Haban berry is in the #1 spot as opposed to the Tanga, even though the Tanga does have a sweeter flavor profile than the Haban. But any of these will work for increasing those odds. These are your 5 best for your sweet donuts. And if you need to find more hyper berries, then this next graph is for you. This is to get your big haul and your item power up. You're going to want those sour donuts. The best one, hands down, is your Hyper Kasib berry. This is going to almost guarantee your big haul and your item power. Flavor powers are going to activate with the donuts. Then you have the Roselli coming in at second, Colbur third, Babiri fourth, and your Asper berry as the 5th most effective at getting those sour donuts, at getting those big hauls and item powers. This is going to be absolutely pivotal to collecting basically more hyper berries. With these power effects in play, a lot of times you will walk out of the Hyperspace Lumiose with more berries than what you paid to get in, basically. So those are just a couple infographics for your collectors. If you're a shiny hunter, sweet donuts. If you're an item collector, sour donuts. This is going to be super helpful in just kind of figuring out the donut recipes. So guys, let me know in the comments what your favorite donut recipes are, what busted combinations you've found, and if you've made it this far in the video, guys, I greatly appreciate it. Drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment, share with your friends, and as always, have a great day. Peace.